Well, the malcontents pledged themselves to Tevinter and joined a cult. I can hardly wait to see what comes next.
Me chopping Vince in half. Hopefully.
Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subponicate Poster, and we're gonna go and talk to Tanner, whose note we found on a dead Templar.
Tanner, may I help you?
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit.
Some none you
Can't
are.
prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
I really don't give a shit about the Chantry.
What kind of cut are they giving you? Have you got protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards. It looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers? All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
If you have Cassandra, she'll browbeat her into joining you. If you have the Underworld perk, you can also recruit her directly. This guy down in Redcliffe, he sells schematics, so if you haven't found a whole lot, it's an easy way to upgrade your equipment.
You expect me to wish you well? To send you off to die?
Come over to this shed here. It kind of bugged out. We didn't get the pop-up when we picked up the lore from the book, but this is explaining where Ocularum come from. Basically, they're murdering Tranquil, the Venatori are, doing some magical shit so that their skulls will focus on the shards.
Tranquil were doing much with him.
I had
Jesus,
hoped they were
Bull.
safe with the rebel mages. I see that I was mistaken.
I figured they'd fled with the rebel mages. Poor bastards.
So yeah, a whole shed full of skulls and pillars and kind of fucked up. Out the way, Bull. And over here on the docks is Connor. If he's alive in your world state, you can find him here.
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe the Queen thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, it was nice of her to offer refuge, but I don't think the people here wanted me or anyone like me in this town ever again.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago.
That's me, the boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
If I were you, I wouldn't have set foot in Redcliffe again unless I was dragged in chains.
I had nowhere else to go. When we closed the circles, every city shut its doors to us. There was nowhere else to go. I hate it. I can feel the blood on the stones, even if I can't see it.
Why isn't Al-Eamon in power anymore?
After the lands meet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the Ferelden Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and it's wrong what they do in Tevinter. We are monsters.
Not just
We
you.
need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
Well, to be fair, you were like 6 years old
You're
at the
not in favor
time.
of the alliance with Tevinter.
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That Magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited Tevinter here.
I need to be going.
Please, talk some sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
Go have a chat with Colin.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir,
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Colin likes elven and human women only. So, yeah, we won't do that.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Ryden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
And come over here and talk to Liliana, who's in conference with one of her scouts.
There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Now note the orange circle. Most of our other decisions don't seem to have had really any effect, but this has major implications on the post-game. We aren't going to let her do it.
What are you doing? He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him, just like that.
You find fault with my decision?
Kind of shitty that they spring this on you, not realizing it.
Leave him be.
This is the equivalent of softening Liliana in the first game.
I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
And go have a talk with Josie.
Do you have a moment?
Maybe. If I can get the goddamn prompt to work.
Did you need
Jesus.
something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
No, everyone's been pretty cool.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andrastis Herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Aw.
Why not claim the Dalish can steal your breath or turn into dragons while they're at it? Now that I've said that out loud, someone probably has.
Very likely. I will see what the Inquisition can do to contain the slander. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
And we get another opportunity to pick our background. Being an elf sucks.
Getting up before dawn to fish, constantly mending wagons and tents, spending days on the hunt. I still can't believe city dwellers have food delivered straight to their doorsteps.
Really? I never considered it extraordinary. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Josie likes men and women, so, again, won't be doing that. Although she probably does have at least the cutest romance.
Before I came to the Conclave, the clan was my whole world. I'd like to see them after everything is done.
I hope you get the chance. Whether you're with them or not, being the clan of the Herald of Andraste will mark them in history.
More background. And we're going to use our history perk here.
There have been other elves close to Andraste. Shartan led an army of them in her name.
This is true. I'd forgotten. The Chantry is not fond of Shartan.
Because they're racist.
Hints that Andraste's favor has returned to an elf in our time of need. Thank you, Herald. There are some letters I should write.
Well, that's going to be it for this very short episode of Let's Play Jesus